Hey Chanakyans, welcome to the video session. In this video, we are going to learn Grade 7 Civics. That is Chapter 8 Market Around Us. See, you in your day to day life, you will be using so many products, isn't it? Yes. Have you ever wondered how they are manufacturing it, how it is reaching your hand? No. Sometimes yes, sometimes we haven't think all about it, isn't it? Yes. So in this lesson we are going to learn how the products are manufacturing and how the manufactured products are reaching the customer in between the producer and the customer who's working in between. Okay, all these we are going to learn in this chapter. Shall we move on to the lesson? Yes.
So let's see what are the topics we are going to explore in this lesson. Okay, first introduction. What is market? Types of market, chain of markets, market and quality. At the end we are going to recapitulate this lesson. Is it clear, children? Yes. First let's see the introduction. And see here, have you ever visited these kind of shops? Can you see? The first one is supermarket and next mall and neighborhood shop, weekly market. Have you ever visited these places? Yes. So just identify what are these? Yes. See this about these kind of shops only we are going to learn in this lesson. First, let's see some questions. That for that questions we are going to learn answers. Okay, for that questions we are going to learn answers in this video. And first, which of these markets do you visit alone? Where you will be going alone among those four markets? What is the difference in the markets that you visit alone and those with parent? And the next question, how are these places different from each other? Next, is there any difference in your visit to a weekly market and that to a mall? So for these questions we are going to learn answer in this video. See here, first let's see what is market. What is market? A market is an environment that allows buyers and sellers to exchange goods, services and information. Market means any place which exchange goods, services and information. Okay. The market interactions are defined by demand and supply. The market interactions are defined by demand and supply. So based on the demand and supply only the market interaction will happen. And see here, let's see invisible market transactions. So in each and everything the market involves in transaction, isn't it? Yes. Buying and selling takes place in different ways, not necessarily through shops in the market, not only through the shops, not only through the big buildings, even though in particular places the marketing will take places. These are market exchanges that we may not be aware of it. Okay, we may not be aware of these kind of market exchanges. This is because a large number of goods are bought and sold that we don't use directly. See here, in some cases we are not using all the materials. Yes or no? Yes. For example, if you want to eat chocolates, are you getting the chocolate powder or are you getting the sugars alone? No, you will be having it in the form of finished product, isn't it? Yes. Likewise, for this we can see the example. We are not dealing with these spare parts of the car. Yes or no? Yes, we won't be dealing with these kind of spare parts. See, even the car manufacturer or not a manufacturer of the spare parts. Okay, they will be collecting these spare parts from the manufacturing industry and they will assemble in their industry. Is it clear? Yes. learn the types of market. We are going to learn the types of market. Now let's watch a video related to the market and then we'll continue the lesson.
Human beings have very needs. They fulfill their needs through shopping in different kinds of market. Do you have a new toothpaste?
Yes, we have.
I want to purchase it. How much it costs?
Only 20 rupees. Please, give it to me.
Those who purchase things are buyers, and those who sell things are known as sellers. Am I right, Father?
Sir, you are absolutely right.
I love to visit big shopping complexes. Why don't we go there often for shopping?
We fulfill our daily requirements through different kinds of markets. It depends on our requirement and our capacity to pay. And for that, we choose weekly market, neighborhood market, or mall.
Father, on Mondays we always go to roadside market, but on other days, where this market goes?
Weekly markets do not have permanent shops. It is held on a specific day of the week. There are thousands of such markets in India.
But why we prefer weekly market?
Sell all the things we require. We get in one market. We do not need to go to different areas to purchase it. Things in weekly market are cheap. That is why we prefer weekly market.
Why things are cheaper in these markets?
Because of competition. And they do not have to pay rent, electricity bill, or wages. That makes them a cheaper market.
We purchase some things from shops outside our colony gate. What kind of market it is?
These shops are neighborhood shops, and these are permanent shops near to our homes, from where we buy eatables, grocery, medicines, etc. Buyer and seller know each other, and they also provide things on credit.
What are the advantages to this market?
Neighborhood shops can be visited any day of the week. These neighborhood shops might be permanent or roadside vendor shop.
Father, let's visit this big, beautiful market. I have not visited it for a long time. And tell me something about it.
In urban areas, we find large multi-story, air-conditioned buildings with shops on different floors. These buildings are known as malls. In this market, mostly expensive branded goods are sold. Few people can afford to buy these expensive goods.
I wonder, from where do these shop owners procure their goods?
They procure goods from wholesale market through middlemen. Goods produced in factories, farms, and homes do not directly reach consumer. The people in between the producer and the final consumer are the traders. The wholesale trader first buys goods large quantity. The trader who finally sells this to the consumer is the retailer.
I have never seen such purchases.
When consumer purchases goods, he might not be aware of the chain of markets through which these goods travel before they reach him.
Is there any other means through which we can shop?
Buying and selling takes place in different ways, not necessarily through shops in the market. One can purchase a variety of things through phone or internet.
I have never noticed such transactions till now.
Some transactions related to purchase of raw materials often go unnoticed. We only see the final product. For example, the car in the showroom or fertilizer purchased by farmer for his crop.
Yes, have you noticed, children? Yes, through this video you can understand the various types of market. Yes or no?
Weekly
Yes.
markets. Traders.
Yes. So next let's see what are the weekly markets, wholesale market and retail markets. Weekly market means, see, weekly once they will be place their shop in particular place. Shop means not inside the building. Okay. Suddenly they will appear. The very next day they will not be there in the same place. Okay. They will be keep changing their places. Okay. The traders who set up weekly markets helped by their family members, goods in these markets sold at reasonable rate. See, since they have no shops like buildings or any other rooms, they are not paying any rent for it, isn't it? Yes. So they can offer the products in reasonable rate. And wholesale markets. These markets are goods sold to other traders who store them in warehouses. So from the producer, these kind of market will get the products in bulk. Okay, they will be getting the product in bulk and they will sell it to the retailers. Okay, they will sell it to the retailers or to the traders. And if you take retail market, this is exist in neighborhoods, mall, shopping complex or urban vending. Okay, so which means the wholesale markets are getting the product from the producers directly and they will sell the product in bulk to the reseller or to the traders. And in retail market, they are the one which are in and around. Okay, they are the neighborhood or the mall or the shopping complex or whatever shops are there in your neighboring. Okay. And see here weekly market. Let's see little brief about weekly market. And then traders set up their weekly shops for a day and close them up in the evening. Okay, suddenly they will appear in one place in the morning, at the evening they will close it. Okay, and the weekly market in Darya, Ganj, Old Delhi, this market is known for second hand book. So these markets are known for second hand book. Okay. See, the next day they may set up their shops at different place. So they will not keep their shops in the same place. The next day morning they will be setting it in some other different places. Okay. Yes. And see here, due to vast competition, these people bargain with consumers, bringing the price down. So due to the competition with the other seller, these kind of sellers will be competitive. They will be bargain with the consumers. Understand? See, in weekly markets, most things of daily use available at one place. Most things of daily use available at one place. See in this picture itself you can find out in one corner they will be selling the vegetables, the other corner. See the appearance itself we can understand. The very next day they will be moving to the other places. Items like vegetables, groceries, cloth items and all these things will be available in one place. The people thus get a variety of goods to choose from. Okay, so they will be getting variety of products from the daily market. Understand? Even the clothes and the vegetables, fruits, everything will be in the less price. And if you take neighborhood shops, see here what are the neighborhood shops? The shops which is nearby your home. Okay, and there are many shops that sell goods and services in our neighborhoods. See, for example, you may have the grocery shop near your house, or sometimes you will be having medical shop, or sometimes you will be having the fruit shop and vegetable shop, isn't it? Yes, they are called neighborhood shops. These include dairies, medical stores, stationery shops and departmental stores. And here shopping complex and mall. See, I hope every one of you will visit the shopping mall once in a month. Yes or no? Yes. Do you like to visit such kind of shops? Yes, there will be many products, even the vegetables, all the home appliances and also some fun games also will be placed in such malls. And see here, let's see the difference between branded goods and non-branded goods. See, if you take branded goods, they are standardized goods. They are standardized goods and uniform price and quality. For such goods, there will be uniform price and the quality. See, which means they will be given a brand name. For example, you can see in that picture, the biscuit name is Delicious and Dark Fantasy. So many products are there with the brand name, isn't it? Yes. If you compare the non-branded goods, the non-branded goods are not standardized. We cannot expect the standard in such non-branded goods and variation in price and quality. The quality of product will be varying. Okay. And see here, like same way, the promoted by advertising. This branded goods will be promoted by the advertising, and the non-branded goods are not advertised on a large scale. They will not be advertised on a large scale, and they are more affordable than branded goods. Okay, these kind of branded goods can be in the shops or the mall, but these kind of non-branded goods may be in the weekly market or outside of the shops, isn't it? Have you ever seen these kind of shops outside the big malls and the small shops? Yes. Okay children, let's check your knowledge, what you learned so far, whether you remember or not. The question, goods which are sold in weekly markets are cheap because, so which would be the answer? Can you check? Traders who set up weekly markets are helped by their family members. Weekly market traders have to incur cost of rent, electricity, etc. Due to competition, sellers in weekly markets bargain with consumers, and the D option is sellers in weekly market can set up their shops at different places. Which would be the answer? Yes, check your answer. That is answer C. Due to competition, sellers in weekly markets bargain with consumers to bring down the price. Is it clear? And if you see chain of markets, we are going to learn chain of market. Why can't we buy directly from the producers? We cannot buy the products directly from the producers, isn't it? Yes. So why? We are going to learn the reason. See here children, have you ever wondered how goods produced in the faraway area reach you? And how do we get regular supplies of these items? And what happens when there is a delay and the goods don't reach the market? Shall we learn the answer for all these questions? Yes. And see here the producer. Who is the producer? The manufacturer. And the manufacturer or the producer is the first actor in the market chain. He is the first actor in the market chain. See, the producers of goods don't sell them in small quantities such as a kilo of vegetable or one plastic mug. See here, these two people are selling the onion in bulk. These producers will not sell the product in small quantity. If you want to get it from this producers, you have to get in bulk order. Instead, they sell them in large quantities to wholesale traders. They will be selling the product in large quantity. And see here, wholesale traders, they are the second actors in the market chain. They are the second actors in the market chain. After purchasing goods from producers, wholesale traders sell them goods to the other traders, that is the retailer. The wholesalers will sell the product to the retailer. In wholesale market, buying and selling takes place between traders, wholesalers and retailers. Is it clear children? Yes. Fine. Next let's see the other points. It is through these links of traders that goods reach faraway places. These different types of traders in the market form the chain of markets. Okay, they form the chain of markets. And see here the retailer, first producer and then wholesaler and then retailer. They are the third actors in the market chain. Retailers are found in weekly markets, neighborhood shops, shopping complex and malls. Last, the consumer. They are the fourth actor in the market chain. Who is the consumer? We are the consumer, the person who is consuming the product from the marketplace. The ultimate buyer or consumer of goods is called the consumer. Okay, the ultimate buyer or consumer of goods is called the consumer. Okay, it is the consumer who creates a demand for goods in the market. Because of their demand only, they are getting goods. Okay. Let's see how a wholesale market works. See here, this person will not send the product, he will not sell the product in small quantity. He will be selling the product in the bulk order. Can you see the picture? Yes, this is how they will be selling the product in bulk. Once they buy the product, they will be sending it to the retail market. Okay. Fine. Next, let's see market and equality. Market and equality. Yes, children, tell me whether you are feeling there is an equality between all the four types of markets. Yes or no? No. Let's see. Shop owners in weekly markets and shopping complex work differently and also earn differently. The owner of weekly market and the shopping complex will not be the same and they will not earn the money in same amount. Yes or no? Yes. Small traders have little money to run a shop and profit margin is also small. Yes or no? Yes. The weekly market, if they sell the product in a day only, they will be getting money. But the complex are not like that, even because they will be having a fixed price for each and every goods and no one can bargain with such owners. Okay, and traders in mall and shopping complex spend a lot of money on maintenance and advertising. Okay, they will be spending more money for the maintenance and the advertising. And see here, inequality among sellers. Inequality among sellers. The profit are not equally shared by all. The profit is not equally shared by all. This is because the retailer who sells to the ultimate consumer makes the largest profit. Manufacturers, farmers and producers earn the least. The unequal distribution of profit increases economic and social inequality among the people in the chain of market. So if you take this seller, the large scale, which means the shopping complex owners will be getting more when compared to the manufacturer, farmers and producers. Okay, they will be getting more and these people will get very less than them. And see here, this is the lifestyle of a weekly market trader. So he will be in the mindset of, he will be in the mindset of I live in a hand-to-mouth situation. He will be in the hand-to-mouth situation and he has only the less amount of money in his hand. Yes or no? Yes. Inequality among buyers. Buyers are also differently placed. Some are eligible or some are well equipped to buy from the malls or some can buy only from the common shops. Some people are unable to buy cheapest of goods whereas others are busy shopping expensive goods. Even some people can buy expensive goods or some cannot buy such kind of goods instead of cheapest goods. Whether we can be buyers or sellers in these different markets, it depends on our purchasing power. Okay children, now let's check the knowledge. See the question. In wholesale markets, buying and selling of goods take place between the option retailers and consumers, producers and consumers, producers and wholesalers, wholesalers and retailers. What would be the answer? That is answer D. The answer D. Okay. Okay children, let's recapitulate the lesson. The lesson is about around the market, isn't it? Yes. A market is an environment that allows sale and purchase of goods, services and information. The markets in India are classified as weekly markets, neighborhood shops and shopping malls. A chain of markets ensure that goods are supplied from producers to consumer through wholesaler and retailer. How are we getting the product from the manufacturer? Through wholesalers and the retailer. Not all people involved in buying and selling of goods benefit equally. Not everyone are getting equal benefits. The retailers get more profit from the market chain than producer. The retailer only will be getting more benefit compared to the producer. The income inequality exists among buyers as well. Now let's see the glossary words. See, auctioning, which means public sale in which property or goods are sold to the highest bidder. Standardized goods with uniform price and quality, which means branded goods. The branded goods means standardized goods with uniform price and quality. We cannot bargain and reduce it. Profit. It is differential gain between cost incurred and revenue earned from selling. Okay? Yes. Okay children, we completed the lesson. Hope you understood. If you didn't understand, your book bag exercise, and whenever you find time, try to create more 1 marks. Okay? Yes. Okay children, we'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.